Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in to Sonora and Scale Studios. Today we've got the ECX Temper Gen 2. It's gone through some changes and we're going to get some run footage. Added sipes to the front tires by using a very thin cutoff wheel and a Dremel. And I've removed roughly 50% of the lugs with a sharp pair of body scissors, or like viscous snips will work. Any sharp scissors really, just don't cut too deep. Additionally, have added the pen spring modification to lower that center of gravity, and I will link that in the upper right here for the video on how that process is done. It's so easy and it does pay off big without compromising too much in the flex category. So without further ado, let's get this thing out onto the trail out back and see what it can do with some stock modified tires and a lowered center of gravity. There are a lot better options out there at this price point if you are after scale realism. A lot better options, but there are not many options that are even as good, let alone better, than this ECX Temper Gen 2 when it comes to its ability to be able to climb rocks. I would say a close competitor, at least price-wise and performance-wise, would be the Danchi Ridge Rock by Red Cat Racing, but they're two very different rigs. The Ridge Rock is more of a toppy grade. It's in between a hobby grade and a toy grade, whereas the ECX Temper Gen 2, this thing is full-blown hobby grade. The Danchi, very capable, but it has dual motors that are axle mounted. It has front and rear steer, whereas this is your standard setup, single motor, regular steering. The Danchi, super cool, but in my opinion, the ECX takes the cake. Still, out of the box, this thing hit the ball out of the park for under $150. It's a solid option to get your foot in the door with RC rock crawling. If you haven't seen any of the other videos that we've done on the ECX Temper, you're probably saying to yourself that ESC does not look like the ESC receiver combo that is in mine. And that is because this ESC receiver is two separate items. The receiver is mounted up kind of in the driver compartment there, and it is out of a Traxxas, as well as the ESC. That is an XL5HV ESC in here. It was just kind of sitting around collecting some dust, and it was an upgrade over the 2-in-1 receiver ESC combo that this came with. With no rear steer and no dig feature like is found in some of the Axial products, I have found that it is best just to back down some obstacles. If you can't make the turn, just back your way down it. Now, interestingly enough, this ECX Temper uses the same axle housing in both the front and the rear. Therefore, the rear axle housing actually has the necessary mounting holes for a steering servo mounting plate. So, you can very easily add some steering knuckles and steering linkages along with a steering servo plate and a steering servo to the rear. Keep in mind you're going to have to upgrade your transmitter receiver to have an extra channel to power that rear steer, but that will be coming in a future video. Stay tuned on the channel to see that. This thing is going to be just a beast with rear steer capability. If you haven't already done so, make sure to hit that subscribe button before you leave. Click the bell so you don't miss any future upcoming videos. And until next time, God bless and take care, everybody.